What up? It's the grandpa coming at you with another one. And man, this weekend concluded the All Star weekend, All Star Saturday, All Star games Sunday. And it's just a little anticlimactic because it really doesn't feel like anything went on. I'm gonna start with the All Star game. Well, we're gonna go with the All Star game first because like it's a lot of stuff to talk about as far as like the way this stuff went down. So the All Star game, I for one did not even bother to take a look at because it was just a big old mess. It had four tournaments. It had Kenny's team, Chuck's team, Shaq's team, and I'm not sure, but like Steph Curry ended up winning the MVP, something that he covets. You know, he wants to be recognized, which is all good, but um, it's just went just a whole different direction than what it used to be. Like I've been watching the All Star game since 1987. 1987, my first All Star game that I really paid attention to and watched was the one where Jordan was in Chicago. He won the MVP. You know, he put himself on the map as far as like being prime time. I mean, not saying that he wasn't prime time, but it was like his introduction to the world. At least I guess because I mean he was in the All Star game the couple of years previously, and I think it was a freeze out game. So he might have had two All Star games under his belt before '87. Because he came in '84, he made it. I'm pretty sure, but anyway, I'm getting off track. So the All Star game back when I first started watching it, the excitement of it was just watching the players that got voted to the team, and then the ones that got voted in by the coaches going back and forth against each other. Like the one I'm the All Star game in 1987. I mean, Magic was pushing it like every chance he had. Isaiah was pushing it every chance he had. Karl Malone, I think that was his first All Star game. He was Magic was setting him up beautifully. Kareem, I think that wasn't his last All Star game. That was his next to last. But you know, it was he made his appearance. Patrick Ewing was in there. Hakeem Olajuwon. Hakeem Olajuwon, 1987. He was going. They was going at it. He was taking it. You had who? Alex English was on the West. Who else was on the West? James Worthy, Fat Lever. I can't think of them, but he's had Jordan, Isaiah, Barkley, Ewing, uh, Kevin McHale, Larry Bird, Danny Ainge. I think Robert Parrish was in that because the Celtics always had them three going. Robert Parrish, Kevin McHale, Larry Bird. They was a fixture for a long time. And that you know what I think now that I've mentioned that brings me to another component of why the All Star game has lost a lot. Like back then, it was like veterans that used to go every year, year after year after year, and they were the foundation of what and how that was going to go down. Like uh, the Jordan freeze out game is mentioned. The the year that all the West, the big the forwards and the centers from the West said Shaq wouldn't get nothing. Along with that game, that was when Scottie Pippen won the MVP. Had the year when the All Star game after Jordan came back, and Shaq was a monster, and that monstrous dunk on David Robinson at the end of the game. That was that a moment, another moment. They booed Kobe in Philly. Uh, the year when Jordan had his last All Star game and he hit that shot at the end. You thought he was gonna win, but Kobe came to 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 kill it. The year when Kobe broke out on the scene, 1980, 1998, or was it might be 99? Um, the year when Kobe was going at Jordan, and they took Kobe out. That was the Kobe freeze out. Then you had Karl Malone and John Stockton winning the MVP. You had Shaq and Kobe winning the MVP after they broke up. I mean, as far as teammate wise, um, it's a lot of All Star memories. Like it was all about showing the fans what was what and who was who. Uh, players that you might not have never known, that you might not have known, playing in the All Star game. Be like, who was that? I didn't. If you didn't watch basketball, you didn't know. But now it's just then got into a whole bunch of like over overindulgence and sensory, like that court. What in the world is with that court? Like that whole color court stuff. Like they need to do away with that. Please, NBA, do away with it. But I think I'm getting to the point where I might be just kind of maybe aging out. And I think that's the thing about this the whole thing. Like a lot of guys that's my age and older, like we still watch it because we've been watching it since a child. And for me, it was a teenager. If it's still considered a child, was still considered a child. But a lot of us been watching it so long that we just kind of like want to hope that it's something to watch. But the money, the money that's being generated and being put into these leagues now, NFL, NBA, uh, if you want to say MLB, I don't really watch baseball like that anymore. I stopped watching it after like I think the Sosa and McGuire McGuire uh, home run chase, whatever. But the money that's being generated in these leagues now, it's changed because you have a lot more people that's in. They got a lot more say about what goes on with these games now than it used to be, and I think that's what's been lost. It's out of the ordinary Joe's hands. The corner phrase. It's just I don't know, but I really didn't, because I didn't watch the All Star game. So that's what I want to put out on this one because it's just a shame. You know, people want to blame LeBron. People want to blame um, the commissioner. Everybody got a hand that's in the NBA that got any kind of power. That's all. That's that can be said about that. So that's my thoughts on the All Star game. I was talking about past All Star games, so that's what I wanted to put out on this one. So we'll get back. Peace.